Hello sports fans, Clump here with TTM video number 65. Got 5 returns to go through, all successes. First is a 1 of 1 in 11 days from former NFL running back Barry Sanders. Sent Mr. Sanders the 1990 score All-Pro. There were successes that people were getting hand-signed cards back from Barry. I sent this out the day I seen those, but no luck, no such luck. I got mine back stamped. It looks pretty. Nice to have for the set. Very cool. What can you say about Barry Sanders? Barry Sanders was the Barry Sanders of running backs. That's all that really needs to be said about Barry Sanders. Huh? Next is a 1 of 1 in 18 days from former NFL quarterback Joe Ferguson. I don't know where the mic come from. Joe Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson signed the 76 tops, but as you can see, something terrible happened to this card. It's creased from the top to the bottom. I didn't see any evidence on the protective index cards or the SASE that indicated such a violent act happened to the card, but I guess Mr. Ferguson went to Woodlawn High School in Shreveport, Louisiana. He took over the starting quarterback position when their previous starting quarterback left for Louisiana Tech. If you haven't guessed, that quarterback was Terry Bradshaw. Ferguson went from Woodlawn High School to University of Arkansas, and then was drafted by the Bills in 1973. Played in the NFL from 73 to 1990 for those Bills, our Pontiac Pussycats, the Buccaneers, and the Colts. He led the NFL in touchdowns in 1975, led the NFL in passing yards in 77, and is also a member of those Bills Wall of Fame. Very nice. Next is a 1 of 1 in 18 days from former Major League outfielder Roy White. Mr. White signed the 1980 tops, beautifully in blue. Very, very nicely. Roy White played his entire Major League career with the Yankees from 65 to 79 and was an All-Star twice in 69 and 70. He was a World Series champion twice with those Yankees in 77 and 78. And he also played 3 years in Japan, from 80 to 82 for the Tokyo Giants. After his playing days, he coached for those Yankees in the 80s and did some coaching for the A's minor league affiliates in the 2000s. In 2002, he started the Roy White Foundation. He helps underprivileged kids get higher education in the New York area. What a guy. Way to be, Mr. Roy White. Next is a 4-4 success in 16 days from another Major League outfielder, Danny Tartabull. Mr. Tartible signed the 89 tops. Very nicely number inscribed there. Oh, Mr. Tartible is a $2 per card donation or fee. Oh, my phone. He also signed the 91 Bowman. And I do not have many of these signed at all. That looks very nice. I'm glad I sent that card. I will be sending the rest of my Danny Tartabull cards. I do not think Mr. Tartabull cares as long as you send the $2 per card. I think he's happy to sign. The 88 Don Russ. That turned out great. That could have went very bad, but it went very good. And the 89 Fleer. Again, blue on blue, but it still worked. Very cool. All turned out awesome. Danny Tartabull is the son of Jose Tartabull, who played in the major leagues in the 60s. Danny was drafted out of high school by the Reds in 1980, but made his major league debut in 84 for the Mariners. He played in the major leagues from 84 to 97 for those Seattle Mariners, the Kansas City Royals, of course, the New York Yankees, the Oakland Athletics, the Chi Sox, and Philly. He was an All-Star in 91. Besides baseball, he also made TV appearances in the 90s, appearing on Seinfeld and Married with Children. That would have been cool. I would have loved to have appeared on Married with Children. Last is a 1 of 1 in 21 days from the one and only Charlie Joyner. I was so happy when I pulled this card. I've been wanting to send to Mr. Joyner for a long time. And wow, beautiful card, beautiful signature. Love the Hall of Fame inscription. Love the backs of the old vintage cards. Everything about it. Just awesome. Charlie Joyner was drafted by those Oilers in 1969 as a defensive back. But in his rookie year, due to an extremely hard hit he took, he and the team decided he would swap to wide receiver. He played for the Oilers from 69 to 72, played for the Bengals from 72 to 75, but found his true place in the NFL when he made it to the Chargers. He, Dan Fouts, Kellen Winslow, and John Jefferson took those Chargers to multiple championship games. But Charlie Joyner credits his success and longevity to the great Don Coryell. He was the man who was able to get the Hall of Fame out of Charlie Joyner. He was an All-Pro twice and went to 3 Pro Bowls, all with the Chargers. He was a member of the Chargers Hall of Fame and was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in '96. After his playing days, he coached in the NFL from '87 to 2012 for the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the San Diego Chargers. I'm pretty sure Charlie, during his entire career, it was the Los Angeles Chargers. But by the time he was a coach, they were the San Diego Chargers. I'd like to thank the one and only Charlie Joyner, Danny Tartabull, Roy White, Joe Ferguson, and Barry Sanders, or whoever happened to answer his mail for me. Thank you guys for watching. Best luck on your returns. See you again soon.